Hello everybody, and welcome back once again. So let's play Disco Elysium. And before we start today's session, just going to unpause it and enjoy this music because I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I just think it's fabulous. Just sounds so good as we stand here in our police attire, carrying a plastic bag full of rubbish. I just found out we've, in the not too distant past, crashed our patrol car in the ocean. As you do. But hey, this music washes all your cares away. So in today's session then, however long it'll last, because there's a lot of reading in this game and I'm still not 100%, but I'll go for as long as I can. We've stumbled across, if we look to our map, we've stumbled across the Fisherman's Shacks, where somewhere around about here I believe, or maybe even here right now. So we'll have a nosy about, see what the shacks are saying, see what the fishermen are saying, and see if we can pick up any leads. In a second. It's always good to take the time to appreciate moments in video games that you really enjoy. So often, myself included at times, it's very easy to run through games and get to the end. You just want to get to the finish, you just want to play, you just want to get stuck in. And sometimes you just don't take the time to notice the little things. And I'm a big fan of music in video games, I really am. Okay, Kisaragi, you ready? Let's go. I got an achievement in the last session. I've checked what the achievement was. I don't. What, we can't go this way? Don't believe so, apparently. And the achievement was we have gained Kisaragi's complete trust now, apparently. So there you go. Two partners working in unison, bouncing off each other like consummate professionals, getting the job done. One's by the book and one's a little bit rough around the edges. Although the more evidence we gather, the more we have come to the realization that he was probably a very good copper. Slash police officer, you know, English slang, before something happened to him and he went off the rails. We're going to find out, I'm sure, before this game is done, what happened to him and why he's gone astray. Interciliary trousers. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Let's take a look at these bad boys. You could do with some new trousers to go with the new jacket we've just got. Take a look at them. Tailored trousers in light brown. Moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. We don't like unremarkable. We like remarkable. We like to stand out like a sore thumb. I mean, we're still wearing this rather garish necktie, for God's sake. Take a look at them. They're not flare cut for a start. What kind of disco superstar cop wears trousers that aren't flare cut? I mean, goodness me, have they not read the books? Dust covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. How marvellous. If we sit on the bench, I'm assuming we pass time. White curtains blocking out the view. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. $0.65. And some construction material. And some snow. How marvellous. Anything behind the pallets? Bit of coin maybe? Glass tear. Ooh, what's this? A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps, just silence. Yeah, what does the smoke smell like? Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with the black asphalt. The asphalt first laid is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. What about the bus stop? Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. And the road? Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of flow of trade. And who are the people who live across the road? A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. That is enough. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair. Yes. But we have no reason to go there, apparently. Okay, so let's go speak with the three amigos. Let's make sure there's nothing... oh, there you go. A few loose coins on the floor. I think we'll be taking those, thank you very much. We've got a stereo to buy after all. And to pay for our room once again this evening. Another... was it 20 real?
Damn good, Abigail.
Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
Don't you call her, you don't call Abigail.
Sounds like he's from Birmingham. Who's Abigail?
Oh, Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Perhaps he's drunk. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk. Takes one to know one, doesn't it? From one drunk to another. We're not going to get too much sense out of him, I don't think. We're well versed in alcoholism to know that much. But, well, we can't resist. Why shouldn't I call Abigail? He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. This could be risky. You don't want puke on your new jacket, do you? Leaning in. His breath smells harsh, like a toxic swamp as he whispers to you, "Don't call Abigail, don't call Abigail." He then waves his hand as if shooing you away. God. Oh, well, tell me about your friends here. Don't you fucking call her, you hear me? His voice trembles with every word, becoming even weaker. Abigail, he whimpers in the end. Yeah. We'll leave him to his drunken musings. Don't call Abigail, he whimpers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness.
Hey, tequila!
Idiot doom spiral. Just who are these people? A two-piece lycra or lycra? Is it supposed to be lycra, maybe? Trademarked, of course. Tracksuit. Puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see ya. How's business? How's the old reality situation treating ya?
Refusing to shake his hand. How very rude. Come on now, Costeau.
So what's happening?
He wipes his hand on his dirty lycra pants and picks up his beer. Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the high concept reality based adventures proceeding?
Another drunk. Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later. Hang on a second. We weren't too far from here. When we crashed our car. That'll confuse him. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. What?
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago, but these days are over now.
He looks at his shit-stained lycra jacket with a grim expression.
Sadly, things ain't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of arse back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer. What do you guys do around here? We're saving the world. He looks at his comrades. Please, don't call, I beg you. Okay, we're drinking alcohol, that's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity and willpower, but that didn't work out. So now it's a pirate's life for me. Shall we get some random drunks to sign Everett's letter? You know what? It's the worst that could happen. Yeah. What's it about? He waves his hand apathetically. I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard, I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen? The pro's gonna do it. I don't have a pen. Damn. Kitsuragi must have a pen, he's always prepared. Oh, here's Rosemary. I got a freebie when I purchased a whole carton of cigarettes. He produces a white pen with brown logos. Smoke cigarettes, get a free pen. Deals don't come any sweeter. Thanks, Rosie. He grabs a pen and paper from your hands and very carefully scribbles on the dotted line. Idiot Doom Spiral. Oh, Everett's not going to be happy, is he? I need at least 2 signatures. Hey, Abs! He shouts to the mumbling drunkard next to him. Hey, Abs! Don't call me Abigail. Don't you call Abigail. I need you to sign this document right here. He waves a paper and pen in front of the man's face. It's important. Don't call her. His trembling hand catches the paperwork. He lays it out on his knee and starts writing, slowly. The handwriting is almost illegible due to his shaking hands. His friend grabs the document and admires it. Don't call Aberquale. Good job, Abs. Nailed it. He hands it back to you. You've done a great service to the village, to the RCM, and to Revachol. I thank you. Hey guys, we're heroes! He waves his hand erratically to the other guys. About fucking time, man. I've done my duty. He brings his hand up to his head for a salute. Don't call Abigail. He snorts and takes a swig from his bottle. The bottle is empty. Thank you for your services, gentlemen, says Kitsuragi, and he turns to us. Should we go and mail this? I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza. Yeah, got it, yeah. But yeah, in good time, More questions though, right? Get two signatures. Oh, I don't know what that's going to do, but it seemed like a fun thing to do at the time. We'll live with the consequences. Alright, here it is. You look at the legal documents. It's signed by Idiot Doom Spiral and someone called Don't You Claw Aberquale, apparently. We chuckled to ourselves and put the papers back in the envelope. Oh dear. Right, what about this chappie?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap, very cheap. I got Pilsner, great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. Also I have speed, and by speed I mean amphetamine.
We can buy smokes, we can buy Pilsner, we can buy some speed. Selling drugs to us openly on the street. Gotta admire the man. Quite the business venture you've set up here. Oh, he gets a proud gleam in his eyes. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. Yeah, what do you mean? You see, friend? He raises his index finger. Man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise. Sold 2 to the fellows around here and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook. He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile. The hook? Where is it? I can't see it. Got a permit for this shit show? I can sense confiscation order coming up. Permit? He's not really listening. Who gives a shit? You want to buy something? Grease the wheels, buddy boy? Damn. I want to confiscate all this stuff. Obviously this is illegal. Amphetamine, you say? Aye. By amphetamine, I mean speed. Yeah. I think you didn't hear the part when I said I'm a police officer. Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed. I mean amphetamine. I got both. Oh, right. Got it. You don't care. Don't care. Kitsuragis just stood there gawping. Yeah. And why does a bottle of spirits cost 300 real, out of interest? See, friend? He brings out a 1 litre bottle with bluish liquid. The mouth is corked shut. It's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. Carry on. You know, it's funny actually. He bursts out laughing and then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently. What is? What? What was funny? This guy, he says and shakes his index finger at you. Where did you get the bottle of spirits from? Oh, this is medicinal spirits, the good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of the scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. His voice rings with pride. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter, and you're good to go. Yeah, good tip. I'll see if I can remember that. Well, it really isn't, he croaks. In a week, the goddamn kidney started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those assholes... He gets visibly angry. Those assholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing, but I came out on top after all. Oh, have they no shame for charging for services rendered? But the idiots left me alone in there. Now I used to teach high school biology, and I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. He gets an excited gleam in his eyes. Swipe 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room, threw the snakes out, and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. Shakes the bottle. 98.7%, almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. He nods at his companions. But the last one is yours for 3 real if you want it. Thought it was 300, but we'll let his confusion continue. Can I have a smell first? Here! He uncorks the bottle and holds it under your nose. Be careful, it's extremely flammable. 1 spark and the entire city of Rivershore is wiped off the map. Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right outside your nose, or inside your nose, and drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time, you don't remember the last time you felt so alive. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia. So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not? I have a feeling they're going to come in useful for something. Let's just double check the price. 3 real. Okay, it's more reasonably priced now. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now. But I don't want to buy it just right this second. But we'll bear it in mind. Hopefully he remains in this state of confusion and continues to charge us 3 real if we return. But there it is. Blue medicinal spirit. When I'm coming back this way, which I will be very soon, I'll collect it. But for the time being, I just don't want to weigh myself down with it as I'm walking around, you know what I mean? But I will be back. In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeeper friend. But come back anyway. He waves you off. Opening it with my eye socket again. Sounds like quite the party trick. Hello, children. Excuse me now. You can't be playing with rubbish on the street. Twins. 5-year-old twins. Where's your parents? Your mum? The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game. You guys twins? You look the same. Oh, stone-kicking twin becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of, the obvious fact that you just stated. He looks just like me. The other one says, yeah, that's what I said. The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. You're bad with kids. The lieutenant remarks with evident glee. And what are you? Kid Master General? Maybe I am, he grins. Now how about some actual police work? We're not getting anything out of here. Bye, kids. Take care now. Yeah. I think the incident with the Kuno demonstrates our prowess with kids. Okay, let's go inside. Ooh, feels safe and warm inside here. Oh, is that a bird? Don't let it near us. We may end up breaking it. Little Lily. Hello, mister. A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She is looking at you with frank curiosity. She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around. Where are your parents? My mum's outside, and I don't really know about my dad. She gives you a bright smile, like it's a good thing. Do you know those twins outside? Are they your brothers? Yes. She frowns. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. Suddenly she starts snickering. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart. Yes, I said the same thing. They look identical. She slowly processes the word and snickers with laughter. What's that? It's a grouse, she yelps, smiling broadly. You might be able to get on Garth's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke. Give a crap about bloody... unless it might help reduce the cost of staying in the... can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds. Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. He looks angry. And what's that you're holding? I want that as well. Take his little toys off them. He's Lammy, my friend. Sort of like... She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate. Lammy is a stuffed lamb that admittedly has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts. As ever, a hit with the kids. Lammy looks like he's falling to bits. Yes, Lammy has lived a long life. She waves the lamb around in the air. Lammy was a rev... She stumbles on her words. A revisionist? No, that's not it, silly. She frowns, looking at her tattered toy. You know what you are, Lammy? I think she means revolutionary. Oh. Yeah, she yelps happily. Lammy was a revolutionary. Very good, child, very good. Bye. Oh, I thought you said I was a good with kids, Kitsaragi. I'm marvellous with kids. Look at that. A ruffed grouse taxidermy. It's worth $7.50. Maybe we should just sell it to the pawn shop. Forget Gart. Ooh, look at that. The dead body of a grouse stuffed with some unknown material. From a distance it might just pass off as a real thing. The bird itself looks extremely ruffled and slightly grumpy. Well, bye-bye, child, says the man carrying around a carrier bag. See if we can kind of get a discount on this bloody bill for our room. We don't have to be quite so hell-bent on carrying around looking for tear. Right, this is rather strange land here. I mean, I don't know whereabouts on the map we are at the second. I don't want to stray too far off the path if we can help it. Try and explore in some semblance of order. So we'll continue just in and around the fishing village for now, before we go too much further afield. There is a woman here, of course. Let's have a look what she has to say for herself. Probably the kid's mother. Washerwoman. humming a tune with her eyes closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Oh, go on then.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here, and we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Don't worry. Click, click, bang, bang. Oh, Jesus. Right, yeah. We're cops, we don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then, which you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
I'm assuming she's talking about the police in general, not us personally. What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels. Yeah. I am an ill omen, all right. For those that cross me.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Calm down, Kitsuragi. I'm just pulling a flipping leg. Always a party pooper.
Maybe we are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
What, the fishing village? The kind of fishing village where people routinely run around here in a gunfight?
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park your motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Somewhere to stay, now that's handy. Somewhere free, maybe? We'll get to that. In fact, you know what? Let's get to that question first. If it's going to save us some 20 coin a night. Yeah. Stay. Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. It's probably not the Ritz, but neither is our room. How much? I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. I'll take it. Key to the shack. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police. A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you. Well, if you're not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. He looks around and adds, here, in a shack. Now, Kitsuragi, call it mingling with the locals, building rapport, for who knows what information they may have. Not frightened to get down and dirty. What else is in this village? Just us? She sounds tired. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. Do you mean? This is pretty much a non-place. She grins. A gap, a blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street. Who else lives here? Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live at the house to the east. She nods across the courtyard. But they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. She sighs. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Oh, yes, I have seen them. Short while ago. I'm sure you did, she says with a peculiar smile and nods. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then, and an old one disappears, and it's forgotten. This is who we are. Is there a way to make a little coin around here? Here? For you? She lets out a dry chortle. No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women, and then forgotten about. Fine. It's not Pusher. What's further down the coast? Not much, she replies and wipes her forehead. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time even. Why is it abandoned? Some things just don't fly, officer. She smiles a gap to a smile and smells the air. Look around. Who'll go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then. So they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes? The Ecclesiastes? No. They've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. She frowns. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church. Anything else down the coast? Before you get to the church, there's some ruins. An apartment complex or some kind of electrical plant. Run down. Bunch of houses empty. Apartments, electrical plant. Which one is it? I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. She shrugs. Before the war, I wasn't here then. You know. Was born in Samara. Okay, anything else of note? Of note? The old fisher market up on the boardwalk? But it's closed. Okay, fine. We can look for ourselves, of course. Right, tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you round here? Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, mister. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Costeau. Sigh. Your parents must have had big plans for you. She pauses, measuring you up and down. Wonder if you measured up. Of course I did. The question must be prompted by your sloppy posture. Straighten your back, man. Dearie me. Okay, so we have a place to stay. In here, it looks like. So, I think... Oh, there's a woman there and something there. Let's have a look down here very quickly. Oh, that's where we came from. And this is back onto the beach. Yeah, to our crashed vehicle. Right, so we'll finish the session off then just by having a quick look on the pier, speak to this woman, and then we're going to check out our new abode. Oh yeah, and because we don't have to pay GART for another night in the room, what we're going to do is we're going to go buy the boom box in the next session, and then play that old sad church song on it, in addition to the tape that we got from the Hardy Boys, and then we're going to sing some karaoke, Costeau style. It's kind of nice seeing cops around. And who are you?
Aye, officer.
Lillian the net picker. A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
Questions. First of all, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me net picker. I think I have time for questions. What are the other ones?
Ask her about the cool sword Helps to break the ice. Nice sword. Does it come with a story? Unfortunately, I can't do an accent either. Fortunately, it's like a I don't know where it's from. Is it from down? It's down south somewhere in England. That kind of accent, kind of a sort of farmery type accent, isn't it? Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. She smiles at her own joke. It's to intimidate folks mostly. Do you know how to use it? Not really. She glances at the blade. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife. When you're in a tough spot. It is imposing. Wonder if we could talk into giving it to us. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation. Well, why do you need intimidation tactics? From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eye of many men, and believe me, she adds, tittering, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. Can I borrow that sword? Permanently? No, I'm afraid not. Her eyes are smiling as her hand moves to the hilt. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check, you would put me in an early grave. Is she flirting with you? A little. You think she might be? Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective? What makes you think we haven't? She smiles. The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us, pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that. That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her the wonder. Coach means the expression. Oh no, Kitsuragi standing right there. But we've just found ourselves in possession of some new accommodation and we're feeling pretty chipper. We've quickly gotten over the fact that we've just crashed our car, not 50 metres from where we're stood. Behold! Her eyes meet yours and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse, as if she hasn't laughed in a while. Do you like it? Sure. Her face straightens. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield. Oh dear. So where are all the men now? Some went to patch their wounds. Their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. She looks down. One of them I ended up marrying. Where's your husband now? Gone. The harbour seawall enjoys the wash of the freezing waves. Many things wash up against it and onto the beaches of Revachol. Some inanimate, some just no longer alive. You shudder. Gone where? To the waves. Her eyes stop in yours. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. Oh. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy. Yeah. It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. She crosses her arms. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. She glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids. This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action. No, surely not on the job. 3% chance. Don't know a good spot yet. Kitsuragi is present. Of course, we wouldn't ask in front of him anyway. But we can return when we have location and Kitsuragi's tucked up in bed. Interesting. Is that your boat? Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. What do you do around here exactly, with the sword on your hip? Like I said, fish, mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. Anything else? I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insulindian cuisine. And is that enough to make a living? Sometimes I also walk the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises. Indeed it is, as we've witnessed quite recently. Interesting. What have you found? Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. She looks at the beach and continues. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general, but most of the time it's just wood and glass. All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. Mines. Mines. You need mines. Oh, come on. It's got to be. It's got to be the old electrochemistry. Right, sorry about that, just to do something. So, yeah. Electrochemistry. Kicking in here. Ears pricking up. Drugs, you say? I need info on the drugs, you see. Police officer. And all that. Can't have these kind of things lying around. As kids, they could pick it up and do things, you know? Don't have any, she replies with a shrug. Those got cleared out so fast even the local bums could only stand by and watch with watery mouths. Always by strangers too. Union folk don't stand this kind of stuff around here. You could use a hit right about now. Any hit really. Feel that itch in your hands, the stiffness of your neck, that strange restlessness in your bones. Yeah, well, don't worry, Kitsuragi will be in bed this evening and we'll be in a shack miles away. We can get our hit in comfort and peace. For now, we'll just have to soldier on and perhaps have a cigarette to take the edge off. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help. Let's see. She tilts her head ever so slightly. Who are you looking for? Cryptozoologists. Ugh. She frowns, thinking. I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? People who look for animals that mainstream scientists deny exist. Ah, she exclaims. Like snowmen? Snowmen? I haven't heard about those. Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking about nonsense. Snowmen and the like. The like? Right, she nods. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos. You get the picture. Where did they go? I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. She points north. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen? Nope. That's just about all we're looking for at the moment. Whilst trying to solve a murder case, of course. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? You can't assist me any further. For now. But we will be back. Be seeing you. Ooh, Francogenarian cavalry boots. I think we'll take them for now. What are they doing in the fish? Indeed, what are they doing in the fish? We shall take them and inspect them in a second, and I will take the Real too. And that boat there, floating freely unmoored in the water. School of fish swimming in the kelp. How lovely. Okay, so I think we've pretty much explored the fishing village as much as we can, which means in the next session, as I said, we are going to, before we head even further up into the Great Expanse, we are going to backtrack just to carry out a couple of tasks. We're going to give Gart the bird, even though we don't need him to reduce his bill, because we've got an alternative place to stay, which we quite like that it's out of the way. We might get some privacy. But there's a boombox to buy and some songs to practice singing, because we've got a big performance to prepare for. Look at that, Real. Right, there we go. The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted. Wow. I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you'd know, after we're done with the day, I'll be still staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning. What if inside it's like really... Do you know what? It looks okay. The bed looks in a better state than the one in our room. There's some chairs in working order. Somewhere to wash some plates. I like it. Look at that, a mirror. You see your face in the reflection, adorned with the expression. We can't stop the expression from happening. I don't think we wish to right now. I mean, it almost worked on the good old lady outside. Pleasant warmth from the old heat there, the heat engine. Floorboards creaking under my step. A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. We listen closer. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside it is cold and windy, but you're inside and it feels safe and warm. What is this place to you? My new hangout, where I could silently sit, drink, smoke and do drugs and die, if I so choose to, while looking at the waves rolling in. Beautiful. Behind the half-built cinder block house at the other end of the village, there are 3 people drinking. Your new crew. You don't need the old crew, oh no. You have a new crew to get drunk with. You already were a part of their crew once. You can get drunk with them again. You're probably going to hang out there a lot behind that cinder block house. It's where you belong, with Don't Call Me Abigail and I can't remember, Rosie? And the man in the crappy lycra tracksuit, yes. And of course we now have money to spare because we don't need to pay for a room, so we can possibly buy some really potently strong medicinal spirits to drink and roll around on the floor in a drunken stupor to. Oh yes, and he also sells cigarettes and alcohol. Oh my god, this place is like heaven. fair assessment of the current situation. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice. Look under the floorboards. Look under the floorboards? How do we do that? Do we go outside and do it? What is this? A wash basin. A bowl of water, some soap, and a hand mirror. A razor. Shave off my mutton chops? Are you having a laugh? Let's just consult our mind on this. Is shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red. Hair unkempt. Wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. I think Physical Instrument has confirmed what our suspicions were. The mutton chops are staying. And the bed? Comforting, albeit a bit run down. It's not time to rest just yet. So there we have it, folks. There we have it. We have ourselves a place to crash. Some comrades, some fellow drunks to socialise with on an evening. I think we're going to like it here. So join me in the next session when we will be just doing a little bit of backtracking to the eastern side of Revachol just to get that boombox and to give Gart his flipping grouse, and then we'll return here probably and either do some more exploring further north in the coast, or if indeed the time ticks to the point where we're going to leave Kitsuragi behind, well, it's party time. Oh yeah, and we're keeping an eye out for a nice place to maybe take Lillian outside here on a romantic walk. Yeah. Romance, camaraderie, and a place of quiet contemplation. We like this village. Until next time, see you soon.